Hi everyone, Jim Tedesco, Vice President of Sales here at Apple Leisure Group Vacations. Just wanted to take another quick minute to highlight some of the changes in the email that was sent out on January 20th regarding the CDC protocols and processes. Anything we can do to provide additional clarity, I want to make sure we're being as open and transparent with you. So let's dive in and just quickly review it. And if you have any questions, your BDMs have been briefed on everything as well. We had a meeting with them last night, just letting them know everything that would be included, so they should be able to answer your questions as well. What was included in there was about there were two things. The first was the 125% reboot. So we're trying really hard to make sure that we're giving as many options for you to keep those bookings. We know that there's some people who are moving up their travel date so that they can return before the 26th when the CDC protocol takes place. We also know that there's some people who are just waiting to see the ease of the process and see what it's like and see what their hotel is offering. Our hotel updates page is being updated constantly, so you can see if the test is on-site, off-site, what the cost is as well. And we're also working with the change fees that if you wanted to move to another hotel that is offering a free test because maybe your hotel is not, we are waiving our brand change fees for those bookings as well to help make that easy. But we also know that there are going to be some customers that just would rather travel at a later date. We want to make sure that they're not just requesting a refund. We want to make sure that you have some sort of carrot to dangle in front of them to keep that booking on site or on site with your agency. So what we've launched is the 125% reboot that is valid on the cash back option bookings, meaning, and I'm going to read this just so that we make sure we're all clear here, meaning that if the booking is valid for a full cash refund, such as bookings with Travel Protection Plus with the cash back refund, or FIT land-only bookings, those bookings are available for the 125% rebook recharge. This excludes contracted group bookings. It includes the bookings I just mentioned. This is not valid for bookings that would have received travel credit as their refund, only the cashback bookings. Now, when they're awarded the future travel credit, they'll have until March 31st, 2022 to use it. If you have a booking that received the 125 prior and that end date ends in 12/15/2021 to use that credit still applies and is valid through 2021 still. It is not being extended in with the new travel credit that's being offered for these bookings. So just want to make sure that's clear as well. In the email, it goes through all the details. If you have questions, let your BDM know. The other important thing just to point out is that when you do accept this offer, you no longer have an air credit associated to that booking because you are receiving that full refund of the total booking in the form of a travel credit. You can use that travel credit, the cost of the air and the hotel, on anything. You can use it all on hotel if you'd like. You no longer have that air credit. You're free to use it on any airline that you'd like or any hotel that you'd like. So just want to make sure that's very clear. Speaking of air credits, we also included some information on the new policy for refundable air. If the air ticket is fully refundable, in this email, it goes over the steps and the timeline in which you have and the process that you would need to take to make sure that you're advising your customers properly, following the steps we need to make sure that ticket is exchanged properly. We've run into a lot of issues, and air has been very complicated the last, we'll say, 8 months because rules have been changing. But we want to make sure that we're offering you the best possible options, but also keeping to the airline policies. So please have a read through the process. Think it through. I know it's a lot of information, but go step by step in your head as you're reading it because it will help you fully understand what to do in which type of situation may arise. If you have questions, again, let your BDMs know. I really appreciate your support. And like I said, we are trying everything we can to make this as clear and transparent for you. But I get it's complicated and it certainly throws another wrench into the bucket. But I do think that customers will start to see that the CDC protocols are really not that bad. There is that fear as to what happens if I test positive, but we'll continue to provide as much information to you so that you can provide that clarity. I've said it during the COVID stuff. I'll say it again during the CDC stuff. Our job as travel advisors is to provide as much information as possible to the customer so that they can make their best and most concise and clear decision. Our job is to guide them. Our job is not to sell them on things. Our job is not to convince them of things. Our job is to provide that information. And anything we can do at ALGV to help support you in that, we are 110% on board. And I promise you, we have all hands on deck to provide that. So have a great week. Have a great day. Thank you again for your partnership. We will get through this together, and we'll talk soon. Thanks so much.